Chow chow bar. Yemeni lahsa.
A delicious and a very tasty keema mutter recipe.
Indian-style baba ganoush.
This egg burji is a simple and yet a very tasty recipe. Hotel-style sambar.
Chow chow bar. A sweet and savory semolina dish. Its origin is from South India, Karnataka. Let's begin by making the savory semolina. To a pan, add 1 cup of raw suji semolina. Dry roast this for a minute or two. Once roasted, keep it aside. To the same pan, add 2 teaspoons of desi ghee. ¼ cup of cooking oil. To this add 1 teaspoon of mustard seeds, handful of curry leaves, 1 teaspoon of urad dal, 1 teaspoon of masoor dal. Give it all a mix. Stir fry for 2 minutes. Add in 6 to 7 chopped green chilies, 1 finely chopped onion. Stir fry. Did you know? This is a very famous dish. One of my all-time favorites. Try this recipe, you will always make it at home. Add in ½ teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of red chili powder. Give it all a good mix. Stir fry for a minute. Add in 1/2 cup of chopped carrots, 1/2 cup of chopped beans, 1/2 cup of peas. Mix well and stir fry. Stir fry for 3 to 4 minutes until the veggies are partially cooked in the seasoning. This is an important step as the veggies take up the flavors. Add 1 finely chopped tomato. Stir fry for a minute. Cover the lid and let the veggies slightly soften. Takes 4 to 5 minutes. Add in 2 cups of hot water. For 1 cup raw 2 cups of water. Add in the roasted suji semolina. While adding, constantly keep stirring, as it tends to form lumps. A very important step, therefore add in little by little. Now make sure everything is well mixed. Cover the lid and cook on a low flame for just 3 to 4 minutes, until steam builds up and semolina is done perfectly. Garnish with some freshly chopped coriander. Mix well and serve hot, smiley face. This is a perfect breakfast recipe. Let's make the sweet rawa or sweet semolina. To a cooking pan, add in 2 teaspoons of desi ghee. To this add 1 tablespoon of raisins and cashews each. Roast these dry fruits in the ghee, just until the raisins swell up and cashews are light golden. Keep them aside. To the remaining ghee add 1 cup of rawa. Roast the rawa in the desi ghee for 2 to 3 minutes. This helps the roa take up the ghee flavor. Add in 1 green cardamom seeds only. Enhances the flavor of the sweet semolina. Add in 2 cups of hot water. Mix in well by constantly stirring. At this stage, add in 1/2 cup of sugar. Give it all a good mix. Add in 1½ teaspoon of desi ghee. Adding some ghee again at the end helps to retain the ghee flavor in the roa. Add in the roasted dry fruits. Give this the last final mix. This sweet turns out really amazing. Do try this recipe today. Stay tuned for more exciting new recipes. This is the exact way to serve this dish. Amazing, isn't it? Add a cashew on top as a final garnish. A super tasty and easy to make chow chow buff recipe. Sweet and savory semolina dish. Hope you liked today's recipe. Thanks for watching. If you are visiting my channel for the first time, please do not leave without subscribing to my channel. Yemeni lahsa. A famous Yemeni creamy egg breakfast. It was delicious. Do watch and try out this recipe. This can be served for breakfast with bread or naan. Delicious in every bite. Let's begin. To a skillet, add 7 to 8 tablespoons of cooking oil. Add 2 finely chopped onions. Stir fry the onions for 7 to 8 minutes until it changes its color. Add 4 to 5 chopped green chilies. To this, add 3 finely chopped tomatoes. Stir fry the tomatoes for a few minutes. Season it with 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of coriander powder, 3/4 teaspoon of black pepper powder, 1/2 teaspoon of white pepper powder. You can adjust the spice level accordingly. Add 1 teaspoon of paprika powder. Add 1 teaspoon of cumin powder. Give it all a really good mix. Add just a little water to soften the tomatoes. Let it cook on a low flame for 7 to 8 minutes. Then add 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. Give it a good mix until well combined. This is an important ingredient to be added to give it a good flavor. Add just a little water and cover the lid to let it cook. When the tomatoes are well cooked, add in 5 eggs to the mixture. Combine everything together. Finally, add 4 teaspoons of cream cheese spread. Give it a gentle mix at this stage. No over-mixing required. Add some freshly chopped coriander leaves. Cover the lid and let it cook on a low flame. Let it cook for 8 to 10 minutes as the eggs need to cook well. There you go, Yemeni lahsa is ready. This is a simple yet very delicious egg recipe. Thank you for watching and for being connected with me. Please do click on that subscribe button.
A delicious and a very tasty keema mutter recipe. That's minced meat with peas recipe. A dry keema recipe that's perfect for your breakfast, as this dry keema goes really well with roti or bread. This is a very easy and a simple recipe to follow. With just a few ingredients, make the best keema now at home. So let me take you through its making. To a skillet, add in 1/3 cup of cooking oil. Once the oil is heated, add in a few whole spices, that's 1 cinnamon stick, 1 clove, 1 green and a black cardamom. Then to this add in 2 finely chopped onions. Make sure the onions are finely chopped. All you need to do is stir fry the onions in the oil. Once the color changes, add in 7 to 8 finely chopped green chilies. Stir fry the two for around 3 to 4 minutes. Then start adding in the minced meat. I am using 250 grams of minced meat here. This minced meat recipe is by far the easiest one I have tried, so I wanted to share this recipe with you all. Stir fry the minced meat in the oil for around 7 to 8 minutes or until you see that the color of the meat begins to change. So at this stage add in the ginger garlic paste. I am adding in 1.5 teaspoon of ginger garlic paste. Stir fry the ginger garlic paste in the minced meat for around 7 to 8 minutes as it helps remove all the raw smell from the meat. Start adding the seasonings to the minced meat here. I am adding in 1.5 teaspoon of coriander powder, 1.5 teaspoon of red chili powder, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder and 1 teaspoon of salt to taste. You can adjust the salt and the spice level accordingly. Stir fry the minced meat with these dry masala powders for another 4 to 5 minutes. This is an important step as it helps the minced meat take up the flavor of the masalas. Stir fry it really well until you see that the keema, that is the minced meat, has taken up the flavor and the color changes too. Then at this stage add in 2 small sized tomatoes chopped. Give it all a good mix and cook it on a low flame at least for 2 to 3 minutes. You see that the tomatoes begin to slightly soften. Then at this stage add in half a cup of peas. I am using frozen peas here. So give it all a really good mix. Once everything is well combined, at this stage add in half a cup of water. This cup of water is added to make your minced meat tenderize and also the vegetables to get cooked well. Cover the lid and let it cook for 15 minutes on a low flame. So when you open the lid, you would see that the keema is done, that the minced meat is perfectly cooked. At this stage, stir fry it for another 4 to 5 minutes as it helps the keema take up a really good flavor. Garnish the keema with some freshly chopped coriander leaves and give it all a good mix. Wasn't this a really quick recipe? And believe me, the taste is also really amazing. And this can be made really quick and therefore it makes a perfect breakfast recipe to go with roti. Hope you all enjoyed my video and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're visiting here for the first time.
Indian style baba ganoush. A unique style of preparing the eggplant. So tasty, so good. A must-try recipe. Please do subscribe to my channel for more amazing recipes. We'll be using 4 large eggplants for this recipe. Cut each one into 2 halves and place it on a baking tray. Pat dry the eggplants. Apply some cooking oil over the eggplants. Sprinkle some salt to taste. Add a pinch of turmeric powder. Add some red chili powder. Bake at 150 degrees Celsius for 50 to 60 minutes, or until the eggplants become completely soft. They are well done. To the same tray, add 2 medium-sized tomatoes. Add 10 to 12 garlic cloves. Apply some cooking oil and bake them until soft. Bake for around 15 to 20 minutes at 150 degrees Celsius. Scoop out the entire eggplant pulp into a bowl. To a cooking pot, add 5 to 6 tablespoons of cooking oil. To this, add 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds. Add 6 to 7 finely chopped green chilies. Sauté for around 2 to 3 minutes. Add 1 large finely chopped onion. Sauté the onions until the color changes. Add in the baked crushed garlic. Sauté the garlic with the onions for 4 to 5 minutes. Add in 1/2 a cup of peas. Sauté and cook for 3 to 4 minutes. Add in the baked tomatoes. Sauté all these well for a few minutes. Season it with some turmeric powder. 1/2 a teaspoon of salt. 1/2 a teaspoon of red chili powder. Give it all a good mix. Add in some water to cook until the peas become tender. 3 to 4 minutes later, add in the baked eggplant pulp. Give it all a good mix. On a high flame, stir fry for 3 to 4 minutes. Finally, add in 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. Garnish with some freshly chopped coriander leaves. Indian-style baba ganoush is ready. A tasty spicy eggplant recipe. Please do try this recipe, you will love it.
If you're thinking what is the best recipe to follow for breakfast, then this is a perfect one for you. This egg burji is a simple and yet a very tasty recipe. So do give this recipe a try, as it makes a perfect breakfast when served with roti or bread. So let me take you through the steps for making this perfect egg burji. I'm using 7 eggs for making this egg burji. Season the eggs by adding salt to it. I'm adding in 1.5 teaspoons of salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper powder, 3/4 teaspoon of white pepper powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of garam masala. These are the seasonings that I will be adding into the eggs. Give it a really good whisk until you see everything is well combined. This step helps the eggs take up a really good flavor when it's cooked. To a large cooking pot, add in 1/3 cup of cooking oil. Once the oil is heated, add in 3 medium-sized onions finely chopped. Stir fry the onions until you see that its color begins to change. Once you see that the color of the onions starts to turn light pink, at this stage add in 3 to 4 slit green chilies. The green chilies give a really good flavor to the egg burji once it's cooked. Then to this add in 1 teaspoon of ginger garlic paste. Stir fry the ginger garlic paste for 2 to 3 minutes to remove the raw smell from it. Then at this stage I am adding in 1/4 cup of yellow, green and red bell peppers. Believe me, these 3 colored bell peppers gave my egg burji a really good flavor once it was done. So if you have these, then do add them. It's just an optional step. After stir frying for 2 to 3 minutes, add in the egg mixture that we had prepared and give it a good mix until everything is well combined. Keep mixing the egg mixture until you see that it's well combined with the veggies, and then cover a lid and let it cook. Let it cook for 7 to 8 minutes. Give it a mix. Once you give it a mix, then again cover a lid and let it cook until the eggs are well done. After around 7 to 8 minutes, you see that the eggs are partially cooked. At this stage, start mixing it and scrambling the eggs. The eggs should be scrambled really well for making the egg burji. Add in the seasoning, that's half a teaspoon of black pepper powder again here, as the eggs take up a really good flavor when it's added at this stage. All you need to do is keep it open and stir fry the eggs. Stir fry the egg mixture until you see that it's really well done and there is no water remaining. Once you see the eggs are well done, at this stage add in the final garnishing, that's half a cup of finely chopped coriander leaves, and give it all a good mix. The last ingredient I added was just one dollop of butter. This was a game changer. It tasted really good after I added the butter to it. So do give this recipe a try and don't forget to add that last dollop of butter to make the egg burji taste even better. Thank you so much for watching the complete video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're visiting here for the first time. We all love sambar, don't we? What if I told you that you could make hotel style sambar at home now? So the next time you make homemade idlis and dosas, here is a recipe for you to make the best hotel style sambar at home. With a few ingredients that are available at home and a few basic steps to follow, you can make the best tasting sambar now at home. Please stay connected with me throughout the video, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more. For making the sambar, we are going to dry roast a few ingredients to make the sambar masala, as this is homemade sambar from the scratch. To a skillet, add in 3 to 4 tablespoons of cooking oil. To this, start adding the masalas, that's 1.5 teaspoon of cumin seeds, that's zira, 1/4 teaspoon of methi, that's fenugreek seeds, 1 teaspoon of chana dal, that's lentils, 1 teaspoon of coriander seeds, dhania, half a tablespoon of raw rice. This is an important ingredient that gives a sambar a velvety texture. Then to this add in 2 cloves, 1 green cardamom, 4 to 5 large garlic cloves, half an inch of ginger, around 1.5 tablespoon of fresh coconut, that's chopped fresh coconut. Add in a few curry leaves. Add in 1/4 teaspoon of hing. This enhances the flavor of the masalas. Now start roasting these masalas in the cooking oil on a low flame. Remember to keep the flame low and constantly stir as they start releasing a really good aroma. Add in 8 to 10 dry red chilies and continue to stir fry them. This step for making the sambar is very important, where we are going to stir fry these ingredients. Add in 1 medium sized onion finely sliced. Continue to stir fry them together. Let's add in the seasonings, that's 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder, around 3/4 teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of Kashmiri red chili powder or paprika powder. Let's begin to stir fry all these ingredients again. Now this stage is important. We're going to keep the flame on low as we do not want to burn these ingredients at this stage. All we need to do is give them a good roasted flavor. These are the ingredients that go into making our homemade sambar masala. So these are the main ingredients of the sambar that we are going to be making. So make sure they're well roasted and also they have a good aroma too. So do not burn them at that stage. Then to a pressure cooker, add in 1/4 cup of cooking oil. To this, add in 3 to 4 finely chopped green chilies. Add in 1 small sized tomato finely chopped. Stir fry these two together in the cooking oil for 2 to 3 minutes. I'll be using half a cup of tur dal that's soaked for around 30 minutes. Add in the soaked tur dal to the tomato and the green chilies and stir fry them together for another 3 to 4 minutes. Meanwhile, our roasted ingredients would have cooled down, so grind them in a mixer jar by adding very little water and until you get a smooth paste like consistency that's shown in the video. Add in the sambar masala paste to the dal and tomato and give it a good mix. Add in around 2 cups of water to get the sambar like consistency that we require. So at this stage you can adjust the salt level accordingly. Cover the lid of the pressure cooker and let it cook on a high flame just until one whistle. Once the pressure is completely released, open the pressure cooker and check on the consistency of the sambar at this stage. Give it a mix and then we are going to add in a final ingredient. Soak half a cup of tamarind for 15 minutes and then remove the entire tamarind pulp and add it to the pressure cooker. And then let's add in the ingredient that takes this sambar to the next level. That's 1 tablespoon of jaggery. You can add in sugar also at this stage if you do not have jaggery powder. This is that ingredient that gives a slight caramel sweet flavor to the sambar. Meanwhile, let's prepare the tadka for the sambar. I'm using 1/3 cup of cooking oil. Once the oil is well heated, add in 1½ teaspoon of mustard seeds, a few curry leaves, and add a few dry red chilies. And the most important ingredient, that's hing. Hing goes into the tadka as it gives a very good flavor to the sambar. Give it a good mix and add the tadka to the sambar. Oh my, this sambar tasted amazing. And if you ever wanted the best sambar recipe, especially this is the South Indian style sambar, then go for it. Try this recipe yourself and you will be amazed at the results. And I'm sure after trying this recipe, you would always want to make your own homemade sambar. As you see, I did not add any sambar powder in this recipe and everything was made from the scratch. So when you have prepared your hot idlis, pour this sambar over them and let them soak for around 5 minutes and then serve them hot. They taste amazing. Add in some ghee over them before serving. I'm sure your mouth is watering at the look of it, right? So, what are you waiting for? Please do try this recipe. If you're visiting my channel for the first time, please check out my other recipes as I have uploaded many more recipes for y'all and I have a long list of recipes coming up too. So please do subscribe to my channel and stay connected with me for more such amazing recipes. Thank you so much.